Hi, this demo shows you the user logon experience with AnyConnect logging in through Okta SAML single sign-on, and also it's going to show you the configuration of the ASA with the through the Okta portal. So let's start by taking a look at the user experience. So here I have an AnyConnect, so never mind the other modules. I'm AnyConnect VPN. I'm connecting to my Okta tunnel group that's been configured in my ASA, so I'm going to hit connect. And here now I'm being taken through the workflow, and this is integrated through the Okta SAML authentication portal. So this is my customized page, my picture. So I'm going to log in with my name here. Okay. And then now, next I am being taken through the Duo multi-factor authentication that I also configure through the Okta portal, so it's part of the flow process. So this is the second factor authentication. And then on my phone here I got a pop-up, so asking for approval, and I hit yes on my phone. And there it is. Now I'm done, past authentication, and here is the banner for my AnyConnect Okta tunnel group. Okay, I hit accept, and the VPN is done. I am connected here. Okay, well, and posture is still going on in the background, but that's not important here. Really, it's just the connection is done from a VPN perspective. So now let's move over to the AnyConnect side here, and let's take a look. How did I do this on the AnyConnect? So obviously, from a remote access perspective, I configured a tunnel group, and I call it Cloud IDP Okta. So let me go and edit this, and I chose SAML as the authentication method, and then this is the SAML provider. Okay, and then everything else is how you would normally configure a RAVPN pool and group and things. Now my SAML, this is the tricky piece, the SAML server here, if you click manage, it's part of the single sign-on server configuration, so I have an entry for Okta, and I edit this one and hit OK. And these are, there's a bunch of fields for sign-on URL, sign-out URL, base URL, which is the ASA fully qualified domain name, the identity certificate of the Okta portal, and then the server service provider certificate, which is the ASA itself to the Okta. So ASA is like a service provider, and that's the identity certificate of the ASA that I got signed with my local Windows CA server. Okay, so these parameters come from the Okta portal, and let me show you that. And really, so you'll have to log into your Okta portal, and here's just my trial account through the Okta. And in my account, if you log in and you go into the applications, so here it is. So I created one called Cisco ASA SAML authentication, or configuration here. And if I drill into it, that's the assignments. Let's go on to the sign-on menu here, and that sign-on menu shows a bunch of settings, and the Okta portal does a very good job of providing instructions. So for example, to set this up, you can hit the view setup instructions, which I have open in the second tab here. So if you click on that view setup instructions, it gives you a full step-by-step how to configure via CLI, etc. All the commands are here, and you'll have to grab this certificate. This is the Okta signing portal here, CA certificate that you'll need to import into the ASA. Okay, and the rest of the configurations are all here. And this just, again, that's just the instructions. So you'll fill out a certificate, you fill these fields, and here's even one very unique to your portal. If you click on identity provider metadata, which I opened up here in another tab, and these are fields like the logout service URL, sign-on URL. These are the fields that you'll need in the ASA that I just showed you. Right, when I configure these fields, so you'll just need to map them into each of these fields and just follow the instructions. So it is pretty easy. I had to set it up very quickly, just matching the parameters, and afterwards, that's pretty much it. So as you can see here, if I take a look at the VPN, I have my JE Linux Cisco authentication name from the Okta portal, and group policy, I have an ASA-Anyconnect tunnel up. Then even if I go into the Okta portal, I can take a look at security as an example, because I showed you earlier my authentication was also integrated with Duo multi-factor authentication. So I integrated my Duo security here. Okay, and then if I edit this, excuse me there. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we go. If I go to the Duo security, these are the security keys that you acquire from your Duo portal to put into here to integrate with Okta. And last is the reports. If you go to the reports section and go to authentication activity, you will see a bunch of authentications that I've done or that you've done of successful authentications via the Okta portal, as well as the multi-factor authentication. Okay, hopefully this gives you a good overview of how to configure ASA with Okta SAML and Duo multi-factor authentication.